Good morning,
Morning. Happy Easter,
everybody.
everybody.
Oh, happy Resurrection
Yes. Happy
Sunday.
Easter.
We are coming from Maryland. No, we're in Maryland.
Yeah.
We survived Maryland. I spoke yesterday at a women's empowerment event. Shout out to NC Ministries, Nina Crump, a wonderful women's empowerment event. Everything was so
Yes,
beautiful,
it was a sold out event.
sold out, and it's always good to see women coming together. We survived last night. We were so tired yesterday. I didn't get a lot of video footage from yesterday. You know how you're in the moment. It's kind of the same thing that happened with the wedding. Like I didn't like it was just in the
But
moment.
you're not supposed to because you're
Right.
in the moment and
Right.
you're doing your thing. That's one of those things where you almost got to hire your production crew to follow you around and
Right.
they track everything and they capture everything for you because you can't be in the moment and trying to know if you got things in focus or not.
Right.
Yeah.
So I didn't catch really nothing on video or pictures. So, but my sisters were there. Of course, my parents were there. My mother catered the event, so that was beautiful. My girls were there, Priscilla and Donita,
Yes.
co-founders of Lean on Us Unity. They came out to support. So it was awesome. It was an awesome event. While we were there though yesterday, of course, I spoke to a lot of different people, and a lot of different people were, sharing some things with me off to the side. And one particular person shared, she's like, Jill, I watch y'all on YouTube, and she said I go to your website, and I'm like, should I just go ahead and sign up for eHarmony, and should I go and do online dating? What should I do, if I should do it or not? And she said I'm just so hesitant. And so last night when we came back
Yeah.
to the room, that like really sparked this deep conversation
Hmm.
with us.
Absolutely.
And what was your take? What were you sharing, baby?
Well, we talk about a lot, and I say we, I mean everybody talks about wanting to find true love, and they wanted to find the real deal. They don't want this, we're tired of saying we're settling or we're going to compromise what we want. But the problem is we have so many people that we're meeting now that are actually saying they're tiptoeing in. It's like
I'm gonna try.
they're
Yeah.
afraid to give 100% commitment from the beginning. It's almost like they want to guarantee before they go into it that this is
Right.
going to be the one, or they're not going to commit 100%. And you cannot hold back when you're saying you're trying to find true love.
Right.
Your vulnerability has to be authentically you, and it has to be a
Yes.
hundred
Percent
percent
in.
in.
It's a faith move. It is a faith
Yes,
move. There is no guarantee that it's going to
yes.
occur. In the beginning, what you're doing, you're committing to the opportunity
Hmm.
or to the possibility. You're committing to the
Yes.
possibility of it, but you gotta go in.
You got to go in a
You
hundred
gotta drop.
percent.
Yeah, it's just like jumping into a pool. Like you gotta. The beautiful thing about being covered by God is that He got you,
Right.
whether the
Right.
person is the one or not. Like He's
Yes.
guarding your heart, He's protecting you, He got you. But you won't know until you literally go in vulnerable,
Yes.
go in wide open, go in with your whole heart, and allow God to guard your heart, protect your heart,
Hmm.
and get to know somebody. I know on the flip side of I'm not a male, but from what I've learned and from what I've heard from my husband and from what I've seen, a man wants a safe space. And if he feels like, oh, this person, I have a safe space to give and to be my true self, and I feel at home and I can rest, that her heart is a pillow for me to rest and to be safe with her and to build with her. But he can't do that if you're closed and if you're
Hmm.
only tiptoeing.
Yeah,
So,
and if a man feels like him being vulnerable,
mm,
if he's going to be vulnerable, he has to feel safe enough and secure enough with you to know that whatever he's sharing with you is going to go to your grave with you.
yes, it's a
He
safe
doesn't want that to
space.
come back a week from now or the next time y'all have a disagreement and it's thrown in his face, and now he feels weak, or he feels you're taking him as a weak man because he shared a vulnerable moment with you
Right.
that he thought was something he could do with his significant other. So you have to be committed 100%. And Jill just said something just a second ago that I want to make sure we point out in this video, and that is, when you do commit 100%, it doesn't guarantee that this individual you just met is going to be the one.
Right.
You just have to understand that in order to do the process right,
Yeah.
and being honest to the process, you have to be 100% committed. And if it doesn't work, then you have to start over with the next person you meet, whenever that is.
Yep.
Just don't think that because you're being honest, because here's a weird thing. Just because you meet somebody and you pray that that person is the one for you, doesn't mean that that person is, when they're by themselves, that they're praying that you're the one for them. So you still have to go through that process, being honest with the process, being vulnerable with the process, being honest with God about what it is and you're going through and what you want, and then let that take its direction that God is going to lead you in. And if it doesn't work out to be for that individual, you have to trust the process enough to give 100% with the next person you meet.
Yeah, but a guy may feel like, or even a woman can feel like in the beginning that this person, I don't see myself being with this person. But as he gets to know you, he's like, oh my gosh, she is the one.
Yeah, as he learned those things, and as she learns about the guy, it's like, I didn't realize this in the beginning because he hadn't revealed these things to me yet.
Right. And but from the beginning, you have to go in. It's a faith move. You got to go in fully open and willing to be totally open, and only then you would be able to know the connection. And so the whole thing about, when women, it's just, let me just put it out there, it's just not cute when when you meet somebody, when you meet a guy and the woman is like, have an attitude, and that's not cute. Like now women say, well, I gotta see first. And that comes from a place of defensiveness and being protective over yourself. Yeah. But what that also does is that it pushes someone away. Yeah, it could push someone from the beginning.
We all prejudge each other.
Yes.
Whether we realize that or not.
I don't like his, I don't like his shoes. Yeah. I don't like, and it comes off, and so you just gotta go in with the full open. You got to just it's a faith move. That's all I could say.
And I've heard a lot of people that have found their true love say they did not realize it was going to be that type of person before they met them. So sometimes when you go in thinking the person that you want is going to fit these parameters, sometimes that in itself is a stumbling block, because that type of person might not be who God has for you. Because God knows your true heart. God knows who you truly are, and He knows what is going to complement and take you to that next level and do the things that you need done. He knows that, and sometimes we think we know.
Yeah.
But we really aren't being 100% honest with ourselves, let alone the people that we're meeting.
Right. All right, we got to go because my nose is starting to run, baby.
So,
yeah.
With that being said.
Yeah, so we going to get on the road.
And she didn't have to say nothing about her nose this year.
Oh, my gosh.
All she had to do was say.
My nose.
But anyway.
We got to get on the road.
We're on the road, so y'all pray for us to have safe travels.
Yes.
And we'll definitely holler at you guys on the
we'll see y'all on Tuesday. Yes. All right. When we'll probably stop for breakfast or something, so. Ride home with us. That's what we'll see. Ride home with us. All right. Be blessed. Deuces.